What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Creators Lunch Table. And we are fired up once again because we're going to be able to answer another question that was submitted by one of you, one of our subscribers. And if you're not a subscriber, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, you don't have to subscribe to listen. No. I mean, you don't have to.
You could, but
I mean,
you don't have
well, it's, it's, if you want to, you can. You don't have to. We don't ever encourage it. Right? Isn't that weird? Yeah. We don't ever, like, you're right.
We don't ask for it.
We've never
nothing.
asked, hey, and while you're here, do this and that. So we're not asking this time either.
No.
All right? But the ones that have, this is for you. And if you haven't, you can listen along. Yeah. Pull up a chair. Okay?
Yeah, I was just about to say, ramble a little bit. Okay? Stop what you're doing.
Okay.
You out there.
Yeah.
Pull up the chair, sit down, and actually, if you want to ask one of those questions that you have for us at the table because you want to sit right here and you want this answered.
Yep.
All you got to do is go to speakpipe.com/live video school. What is that again?
It's speakpipe.com/live video school.
Awesome. You ready to go into this?
I am ready. So we have a question that was voicemailed in from, and it says James. So we're going to go with James. Cool. Here we go.
Let's hear it.
Hi, Scott. My son has a YouTube channel. He's 8 years old, and it's called James Loose Fishing. It's all about fishing. He's the content is him fishing. And he's got 5,700 some odd subscribers, but he still struggles with views. Most of the views are 200 typically in that area. Some of them have gone, much higher, even 5,000. But we have used shorts for about a year. He had some shorts that were like 45,000 views, but on average, they're around 1,000 to 2,000 views. And that did drive the subscriber base up, but the click-through rate for people watching the videos, the subscribers is only a real small percentage, like 2% or less probably. Most of the views are new, and we get those through posting on local Facebook groups for fishing. So in Arizona, there's a bunch of them. And he's very popular at the lakes, and you look at the views, and of the 250 YouTube views, 200 of them are from the Facebook groups where we post the video. And I'm just wondering, between the Facebook posting and the shorts, we run probably 4 or 5 shorts a week, what we should do to try to grow that, because it's been 2.5 years and we're still, it's monetized, but it's not generating any kind of real growth. Thank you.
Ooh, I like this one.
I love
Number
this.
1, 8 years old,
Love
little fishing channel, dad's out there helping him with it. I mean, this is stuff you're going to be able to look back at. I mean, when you were 8 years old, what were we doing? Playing t-ball and soccer and all that stuff. Cool. And so to be able to document that, I think regardless of monetization or anything, I mean, you're creating this nice little library of stuff of your son fishing. So I think that's amazing.
Great.
Let's get into it, though. I've got a lot of thoughts here.
I do.
I've got a lot of thoughts. Let's address, number one, the shorts has driven probably a majority of the 5,000 is what I'm going to say. Now, we could say, okay, some are local. And I think he said the number was like something like 250 views came from that one video from people that were local from that Facebook group.
Yep.
Right. So let's just say that there's 250 people that would watch a longer video.
Yep.
Right. But the shorts drove a lot of those subscribers. We did an episode last week that talked about shorts. If you need to check that one out, we'll put it in the description. But that one addressed shorts in general and how you can build, your subscribers maybe faster, but then they aren't really the right subscribers. My first thing would be this, is we have to figure out what's the priority. What are we trying to do here with the channel? Right.
I was going to piggyback off of that. Cause my first thing is, before even talking about shorts, sharing any of that, what's your purpose for the channel? Right. Like, is it just to make a little bit more monetization so that way you guys can, buy more fishing lures out there? Right. You know what I mean? Or for him to make, an extra 500 to $1,000 a month or whatever. What's the purpose? Is it long-term where when he's 18, he can start actually, providing a business and fishing, doing something.
Or he could be maybe he's making money for his education. Maybe he's going to go to college.
Yeah. Like
you got your college fund.
I think no matter what, and this goes for every channel out there, like you need to understand, like, what is your purpose behind it? Like,
the goal?
What's your end goal?
Yeah.
Right. Like, end goal. No, but like, what's your
target?
Where do you want to be at? Yeah. And so I think that's number one, is figuring that out before we talk about anything else as far as shorts, sharing it, any of that, because that's going to help a lot. Like if it was, you just want to keep posting videos, you want to have a little bit of a name for yourself and make a little bit of money, and you're already killing it on shorts, I wouldn't be opposed to just keeping the shorts, maybe just starting a new channel that's just long form. Right? Like you're already doing it good on shorts. Why not just keep doing that, start a new channel, and then start working on the growth of that? Or if you're like, no, I think long form is going to be better for us, and we're not really sold on shorts anyway, and they're just easier right now, and you want to eventually build something out of the long form, then I would say stop the shorts, and I would immediately just do as much, fill in as much content as you can in the next couple months on all long form.
Yeah. Other thing I would ask is like, okay, so it's 8-year-old kid fishing. Is it, so it's kind of like, to me, then are people watching it because it's cute? Is it just so it's more of a entertainment factor more than it is like how to catch fish, right? That would be harder to monetize because it is it's not an educational type of channel. It's more of entertainment. I think you can do both. And I think if you, James, are the one that is teaching him fishing, then maybe it's something you teach, and then he goes and catches a fish off of it, right? And now all of a sudden you piggyback off of it because now we have an 8-year-old kid, and the father-son dynamic and all of that stuff. That's what I would say there. But I would say the very first thing, if you want to get more attention, is I would shift focus, and I would do less shorts, and I would do at least, if you have 4 shorts going out a week, if you still want to do shorts, fine. Maybe do 1 or 2. And then do the other time that you have for a longer form. And I say longer form, we're only talking 8 minutes. We're talking 8 to 12 minutes is kind of like our threshold. And then what I would do also though is I would be strategic with the titles. We got to be strategic 100%. With those titles, because if it's just like you're coming up with a title, you're shooting the video and then you're like coming up with the title, it's backwards. We have to say, like, if the idea is to get attention, then we have to be able to see where the traffic is that has been proven in your niche, and or even outside of your niche, and then just kind of, we call it like a niche crossover, where you take a title that has worked well in another niche and you bring it over to another. But you can also do the same thing within your niche. We do have some hooks, title hooks as we call them. We have 10 of them. So James, you can download them. You might have already, I don't know, but if you have, you might want to start using them or crafting them. If you haven't and you want to, because this is for anyone, right? You have to get attention, and the way to get attention is to go and use titles that have already worked, or topics and titles. A topic is one thing, but the title is what actually grabbed the attention. It also grabbed and signaled the algorithm. So if you want that, there's 10 titles. We have top titles that we have. We turn them into templates. You can take them and rearrange them, and we actually give you multiple examples on how to use them. Put hooks in the comments. Hooks in the comments, and we will send you a link to grab those. Okay, so if you want that, just put hooks in the comments. We'll send that to you. But that would be my advice there. Is like, we have to start there, and then you have to then say, okay, we're going to do a video around that, and then you're going to set it up that's going to be the topic.
Number one, it's going to be easier for you to create videos once you do that. The other thing is, I think you brought up a really good point, is if we don't know your channel yet, we're after this, we'll go look it up. But are you in the entertainment? Are you in the educational? Are you somewhere in between? What I would do is I'd kind of be the in between, and I would create what we call buckets, which is different, styles of videos that you can put on your channel that you kind of do on either on a weekly basis or a monthly basis. So like, for example, one might be an educational, how to catch bass, or bigger bass in 2025, whatever, right? Or another one is, I tried Ritz crackers to catch fish, see what happens, right? So like, you have the entertainment here, you have an educational one over here. And then if you find a third one, you could do a third one, right? A third one could just be, this is what I thought of right away, is 8-year-old kid catches huge bass, and you could almost do a whole series on 8-year-old kid and build off of that, because like I know a lot of people would be looking that up for their kids, obviously. Mm-hmm. So like, and it's entertainment. So like right there is 3 different buckets you could go into. Mm-hmm. And so that depending on how many videos you post a week, like if you do 3 a week, I'll do 1 of each every week. Right. And then you're going to get enough data after about a month or 2 months of what is the best, right? Is it the entertainment? Is it the educational? Is it the whatever? Not that I would stop any of them, but you might lean into one more than the other because you see it's performing a lot better.
Yeah. And you could literally have one bucket that is more of like you said, it's going to be like, 8-year-old uses rubber worm to catch largest bass or something, right? 8-year-old uses, and then fill it in with a different type of bait.
Yep.
Right. And then maybe that is the thing. You go out with your son and you try to do it. Maybe you don't catch one.
Yep.
8-year-old tries rubber worm to catch bass. Yep. Can he do it? Something like that, or, what happens or something, right? So there's a little bit of a curiosity base there. That's what I would recommend. The shorts thing, if you keep doing it, you're probably going to be where you are right now, or you're going to have a lot more subscribers, but they're not going to be the subscribers that are going to actually earn you any really substantial money because it's a shorts viewer.
Yeah.
So I would say lean into the longer form and back off on the shorts for now.
Yeah.
And you could always do a shorts channel later.
Well, and again, I don't mean to cut you off there, but I feel like too, it just comes down to, again, going back to the beginning, what is his main purpose for this channel? Because if you're like, I'm okay to start a new channel as well, then I would just say, hey, if you want to keep one just for shorts, like the one that's already performing with shorts, keep going shorts on there, start a new channel, and let that be your new project where you only do long form.
Yeah.
And one thing too, I want to mention, we kind of walked over real quick that I want to come back to is sharing to the Facebook group. So if I was
we got to talk about that.
Yeah. If I was you, what I would do is, we have a rule, like we don't share to our email list, to social media, to anything until like 7 days later.
7 days.
Now, could you do it earlier? Yes. Our biggest thing is in the first couple days, YouTube's trying to figure out who to push it to. So they're trying different audiences, and we're trying to put it in the suggested, the browse, the recommended of YouTube, where if you push it out, you're going to get external, direct, what they call it, external direct, not links,
just direct traffic.
Direct traffic. Thank you, traffic. And then you're also going to get subscribers and people on your pretty much YouTube channel page. Yeah. They call it channel pages or whatever. So you're going to get those. And then what's going to happen is those are going to be higher in percentage of views. And what happens is it doesn't push now to the browse and any of that, because they're like, oh, you're already giving it its own traffic. I'm not going to really do as much work for you, kind of thing. So we like to kind of let it do its own thing. Let YouTube be the algorithm that it is, and say, hey, push it out in front of people. I want you to find different areas that you can put it in front of, or different audiences. And then after that, we'll assess, and then we can put it out. We'll post, and this is not all the time, but sometimes we'll put it in an email to our list, but that isn't until 7 days later when the video's already done.
Yeah, minimum. A lot of times it's going to be longer.
Yeah.
Like we have one right now, we're going to be running a test. Yep. And we're going to be doing some tests here too on the channel. So make sure you stay tuned for that. We got a whole bucket that we're going to be dedicating to testing this testing thing.
Yeah. That's literally what, and that's
right.
Great point. I'm like that you brought that up, because guys, we're doing the same, everything we're doing, that we're preaching is what we're doing. Like we're literally doing these different buckets as well. And some do great, some do not. As a recording right now, I did a video the other day.
Yeah.
Guys,
tanked.
And it was me. It's because my face is in it.
Bombed.
As of recording this, the video is only a little over 400 views. Pretty depressing, right? 10 out of 10. Great video. And here's the other crazy thing is the impressions. We had over 12,000 impressions on it. Click-through rate sucked though.
Yeah,
so I changed the thumbnail. Whoever made the thumbnail freaking sucks.
Whoever did that thumbnail really sucked. No, but you just don't know, because it could have got, it was a little bit of a different title type. So we could have got pushed to an audience that wasn't our audience necessarily. And that's why when the thumbnail showed up, it wasn't ideal for the audience.
Yep.
So again, what are we going to do? I'll tell you what we're going to do. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow our own rule. Right now, I could send that out to 8,000 email people. Like we have 8,000 people on our email list right now. Right. And if you download the hooks thing, download, put hooks in the comments if you want to be part of our email list too, and you'll get notified of this type of stuff kind of behind the scenes. But I am like resisting to send an email to say, okay, the algorithm doesn't like it right now. What if I drove some traffic there and got 500 to 1,000 views on my own?
Yeah.
Will that spike the algorithm? Don't know yet.
Yeah.
But we're gonna hold tight, even as much as Scotty's like, man, that thing's only got 400 and some views. It's slow going. I mean, that thing could take off tomorrow. We don't know, right? But we are going to wait a full 7 days. We're going to follow our own advice, and we're going to do it as a test.
Yep.
And then we're going to send it out to our email list, and we're going to see what happens. Okay, because it's a really good video, and I know that people on our list and our subscribers would love it.
And it's something too that we're trying new as well. And you just said it with the testing that you're going to be doing. Like this is going to be a test. We're going to test series, like doing a series of things. And that's what that video was. It was the first one of the series. So like right now, I could be so upset, which trust me, I was upset about it, but I'm also like
cried like a baby.
I know. I was like, come on. But anyway, I was like, you got to move on. You got to just go to the next video, right? Take more swing, right? Take more swings.
Look at that.
Yeah, we're locked in.
We're locked.
But so
baseball season.
I told him before I even posted it, I said, listen, this could do good. It could do bad, right? But I'm going to stay true to keeping it as the series, and I'm going to do it for a month, and we're going to see what happens, right? Because this first one might not have did good, but it might start learning a little bit about it and then push to the right people on in the second video. But if I stop it, we're never going to know. And again, I'm saying this now. In a month from now, it still might be terrible.
And then we might just change paths
or do a different thing.
But the other thing is too, though, and the other we got to talk about is like, so if you shot that video.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to shoot another one that's similar to that style as far as the topic and kind of what we're doing, right? So it's basically you reviewing.
And the title is almost the same. I'm just going to be switching out the niche that it's about.
So what's going to happen though is that's going to give you the end screen. Hey, if you like this review of this boring channel that did 500,000 views on a video, watch this video next. And then you're going to link them to that next video. So you're really making a little series so you can start to interlock those, right? And make that little hub of that content, which is really powerful because when you get that, even though the views might not be high, to take a subscriber and to get them to watch more than one video is incredibly powerful. Right? So sometimes we get these numbers of like, we got to have these thousands of views. If you have the right views and whatever your target is, that does matter. But I did want to just kind of wrap up with this. I would hold off on sharing to any groups. Right? Just be a week delayed. Right? So I would just start it where you're like, okay, maybe this week you're not going to let anyone know, or maybe go back to your archives. That's what I do a lot of times. If I want to send an email and I want to reference a video, I will go to like one that's over a month old. And then I'll basically, another little ninja tip here is whatever playlist that's in, go into the playlist and then find it in the playlist, click on it, use that URL, because then when you give that link out, guess what happens? You're not competing with other people. They're in now that playlist. So when they're done with that video, it just goes to your next video in your playlist and then the next video in your playlist, and they don't see other people's things to distract them. Ninja tip right there.
Great tip.
No extra cost. Okay. Because you're at the creator's lunch table. We tell you the guys this stuff. This is like inner circle. This is like inner table stuff. Right. So that's what I would say, James. I think it's awesome on what you're doing. Anyone else out there that's doing something similar, let us know too. Just, leave us a comment. Let us know if you guys are doing anything cool that's documenting part of your life, but it's also part of your channel. We'd love to hear that. And guys, as always, remember, we're here for you.
We believe in you.
We're rooting for you.
But you have to.
You must.
Say it with me.
Say it loud. Say it proud. Take action. Woo.
You almost forgot the end.
I know, I almost did. Okay, pull up a seat now. Now we're at the inner creators lunch table. Okay, this is where everyone left and we're like, let's have a little private conversation. Right now, if you guys are OGs of the podcast, you guys know what's coming. Right now, we got a little keyword. And we do this to kind of allow us to know who's actually here at the after hours creators lunch table, right? Who's the ones? So here's what we do. We have a little keyword. And today we do have a keyword. Do you remember what the keyword is that we're going to be dropping today?
I don't think you do.
I don't. That's why I'm asking you.
So we think the best, okay, when we have our meetings.
I still don't know what it is. Go ahead.
I'm bringing through a story right now.
Okay.
So
I'll remember.
We meet every day almost. We have our different meetings, whether it's on text, call, whatever, or in person. We had a really big meeting the other day about our future steps going forward on this channel, right? that meeting took place. Hot tub.
Oh, that's right.
I brought him there.
The hot tub.
The hot tub. Because listen, I had the day before I played I had a pickleball tournament. Then the next day I had another pickleball tournament, which I love pickleball if you guys didn't know already. Right. Played in a couple tournaments and I was sore as heck. And then he's like, oh, well, I got to tell you about what we're going to be, going into or whatever. Now, why don't we go to the hot tub? And I was like, all right, we go take a dip in the hot tub.
I love the hot tub. My hot tub is it's my nice little place. I usually go out there by myself at night, just chill. It's kind of part of our pool. Yeah. But anyway, I go out there that. You're like, I could see it. If I had this in my house, I'd probably go too. It's heck yeah. Every night. Right outside. Yeah. Right. 103 degrees. It's hot. All right. So hot tub.
Comment hot tub.
Comment hot tub. All right. And if you do that, we're going to know that you were here to the end. That's the code word.
Also, if you do that right now, I'm going to drop a picture of a hot tub. It's right here.
Oh, right there?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what else I want to give them? I want to let them know about the new shirt.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So if you guys are checking out the new shirt here, maybe you weren't, but you are now. What's it say?
Learn, teach, impact.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what we're wanting to do. That's what we've been doing. Yep. That's what we're going to continue to do is learn stuff. We're going to teach it. And then we are going to make an impact and make that ripple effect. And if you'd like one of these, they're for sale now. Yeah. You can get one right below this video.
Yep.
We got a little store.
And you'll probably honestly, I'm not saying you got to go buy it, but I mean, it'd be nice because now we really know we can recognize you as someone at the creator's lunch table.
Yeah, take a picture with yourself with it too. That'd be amazing.
Put it in our community.
Hashtag creator's lunch table. That could be good.
He snapped. That means it's real.
All right. That is going to wrap it up. So you guys can go. Thank you. Just comment hot tub. All right. Get out there and make it happen.
All right. Later.